What up, gang? Central Coast Disc Golf is bringing you some more dynamic discs and discgolf.io sponsored disc golf action. As always, Dynamic Discs is sponsoring a Dymax giveaway, so make sure to like and comment for a chance to win. Speaking of DD, they're being awesome and donating $10K to breast cancer research. They're also selling a sweet-looking pink Ranger bag, so if your girl needs a bag, make sure to check them out. On the discgolf.io side of things, they're the home of Central Coast Disc Golf on the net, and they should be the home of your club or tourney. Hit them up. But anyway, let's watch some disc golf.
Cool. All right, guys. Ian and Ben here, Central Coast Disc Golf, bringing a little more Worlds coverage. What's up today, Ben?
Well, we've got four of the best players in the world. We've got Dana Vicich, Chris Becker, Steve Rico, Simon Lizotte. Simon Lizotte's one of the best up-and-coming superstars in the entire game. One of the best power arms. He just broke the distance record with a regular disc and with a mini.
Yeah, pretty incredible. But let's get to watching this disc golf, dude.
All right, yeah.
All right, guys. We're starting off on Milo West, hole 4. And this one's a kind of a shorty Annie putter shot, Ben.
Yeah, almost just like a straight shot. You want to obviously stay to the left of the trees that are guarding the right side.
Mm-hmm.
But not too much Annie, mostly straight, but with a slight Annie.
Yeah. And there is a clip off to the left, which can come into play if you shank it too hard or get a nasty kick. Dana didn't do any of that, though. Did a nice drive right up the middle.
Yeah, good shot.
Chris Becker up next.
Chris Becker, formerly University of Oregon player.
Okay, cool. Really solid player from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And legendary Steve Rico has the box.
That's right, Steve Rico of Legacy Discs. Him and his brother co-own it.
Yep. Throwing a nice little putter shot. Looks like he kind of caught a tree and almost kicked down, but he did stay up right there. And here's the German Wunder Kid, Simon Lizotte. Throwing an anti-flex, didn't flex back quite as soon as he hoped, but that got pin high, didn't it, Ben?
Kind of hard to tell, but I think he's got a good shot.
Yep. So here's Chris's look for 2. Bang, bang, Ben.
Oh, great putt.
Seriously, really nice. So Steve Rico looks like he barely stayed up off this cliff and has this for bird. Steve Rico can putt, Ben.
Yeah, he sure can. That's a long putt right there.
Yeah.
Straddle and everything.
Simon makes his bird, and if Dana can make his, we got a star frame, Ben.
Another great straddle putt, and let's see if Dana's got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just off the cage there.
So close.
It was. There he is, tapping in the lone par on that one.
Yep.
And that's going to bring us to West Hole 5. This one's really downhill, and there's a couple different ways to play it. I've seen the backhand roller. There's kind of an anti-flex shot. The flex shot's tough because you got to get under those trees at the very end. And I think if you're
you see the roller line illustrated with the blue here.
Oh, okay. Now Chris Becker has the box. Looks like he's opting for the air shot, Ben.
Yeah. He wanted that to flex just a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, a little more turn on that one. Steve Rico looks like he's lining up the roller, Ben.
He does.
Throws it out there and gets it down. But I don't think this one turned over for him and kind of finished off to the left. Pretty much pin high, though. And Simon Lizotte. Throwing the air shot. Oh, did you just catch that last tree, Ben?
Yeah, super close.
Wow. Dana throwing an eagle. So he's Vibram sponsored, Ben, but throws a mixed bag.
That's right. Yeah, you'll see him throw Destroyer, an eagle. I think a couple others even.
Gotcha. So it looks like his Annie and kind of cut ground early. But it looks like he had a nice up from there, Ben.
Oh yeah, solid.
So Simon finished short right and also just landed for a par. There's a really low ceiling on this basket, surrounded by trees, makes it a really tough look.
Yeah, you can't really run it from that distance.
Mm-hmm. And Steve off to the left, also just doing the smart layup. And,
nice play.
Yep, definitely. And Chris got the closest, but still nothing to do there.
Nope.
But lay it for a par and play for the next hole.
That's what makes it a challenging hole.
Yeah, it really does. Really tough green, and it's a really tight line you got to hit.
Yeah.
I think we actually saw a couple birdies on the lead card, though, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I could see it. You place yourself somehow, just in front or behind and avoid that tree guarding the right side.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Just not easy. Dana
No,
tapping in the
yeah.
par. Yep. And up next, we have hole 6, 850-foot par 4, probably the toughest par 4 on the course. Off the tee, it's just a big hyzer, and then your second shot, you're trying to weave around a tree through a gap line off to the left. It's super tough, man.
850 feet. It's almost a par 4.5.
Yeah, it really is. So Chris Becker has the box, throwing a big ol' hyzer. Chris Becker has a cannon, Ben.
No, that's Steve Rico.
That's right.
It's sponsored by Legacy. I think he's actually throwing a destroyer.
Is he? Yeah, you're right, he was. You think Steve Rico's throwing a cannon right here?
He might be.
Yeah. He gets it out there pretty good.
I think that really is actually his cannon.
Yeah, I think it is. Funny enough. So the basket is past those people with the umbrellas and then off to the left. Really tough second shot. And Simon was... Whoa! That was a pretty good stop. Not always easy to do.
Touring Pro Caliber is a 1040 rated stop.
True story. So, if anybody can rip a big ol' hyzer, it is Simon Lizotte, and he does exactly that. It's just a perfect drive on this hole.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Gets it way down there. And Dana lining up his shot with this wet tee pad. Always makes me a little skittish throwing on a wet tee pad.
Oh, yeah. Just one bad slip away from an injury, really.
Absolutely. So it looks like Dana cut it a little tight, but fortunately didn't go too deep into the trees, but has this for a second shot. Chucks it out there.
Very nice with the tough footing.
Yeah, not bad from there at all. Hopefully he can get around that tree and through the gap for his third shot.
Like he has a good line at it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Steve Rico throwing a big Annie flex that just did not Annie long enough, Ben.
He, really wanted that 3, but I think he's going to try his best to find his way out of there and get us 4.
Yeah. So Chris Becker, Oregon local, doing the Oregon local move, shirt under the disc right there.
Absolutely. It is a veteran, it's a local move.
Yeah, he's played in the rain a couple times.
It's not his first road, well, yeah, it's not rodeo, really.
No, it's a rainio, Ben.
It's not his first rainio.
I'm going to cut that out. That's a terrible line. Here's Simon's second shot. And he's trying to go around the outside of that guardian tree, and I think, did he just kiss the side of it and not come down?
Yeah, I think he did get knocked down there.
Yeah. So looking at Dana's third. Oh, and he caught the right guardian tree on the gap.
Yeah, making a good run at it, but got to settle for probably a 4.
Yep.
I think in his case might be a 5.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Simon's third, and that should give him a putt for 4.
Yeah, good out.
And we're looking at Steve's third shot, and he's got to somehow get all the way around these trees to the basket, which is off to the right. I think Stu's going to show it to us here in a second. Yeah, there it is.
I think he's going to have a good little while to think about it.
Oh, yeah. Rain delay. There was a little lightning in the area, so that they called it off for safety.
Yep.
Simon entertained the crowd. Yeah, he's fancy, man. No fooling.
Stu done on the camera work.
Yeah, doing great job. So Steve Rico, typical crafty Rico style, throwing a forehand roller here, Ben.
I wonder how many of those 30 minutes it took for him to say, you know what, I'm going to come out of this break and throw a sidearm roller.
I've seen it busted out before on occasion. He's got it in the bag for sure, and that was nice. He's gonna give him a putt to save par.
That was touring Pro Caliber.
It really was, and I believe that was Chris Becker out of the trees right there on his third shot.
Yeah.
Giving him a look to save par, and this is gonna be Dana's fourth shot. Looking to just get up and down here and save a bogue. Nice
Good
up, yeah.
shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just textbook.
Yep. Chris Becker to save par. Looks to be about a 45 footer, man.
Yeah, but he's got to be happy on this, par 4.5.
Yep.
In the rain, it's just adds to the elements.
Yeah, it really does.
Or the elements add to the difficulty.
That they do. And Steve for par. Ooh, get the chain out right there.
Nonplus tells the mini what he thought of that.
Yeah, not stoked. But it's Simon after a really nice up. Has this for gonna be the lone par on this hole, man.
Yeah, it's a tough hole. Maybe it takes a guy with an arm like that to make a 4 on an 850-foot hole.
Yeah. Only one person on the car got a par, and you don't see that too often at MPO Worlds.
No.
Steve coming in here to tap in his 5. No problem there. And that's going to bring us to hole 7. Another par 4. This one's quite a bit shorter at 587 feet. But the fairway is kind of on a long island, which adds a little bit of difficulty to it with the OB left and right.
Yeah. In the other round that I filmed on the third card, two of the 4 players went out of bounds on the left.
Yeah, the way it slopes, it's kind of easy to skip OB on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Simon just crushed it out there, man.
He really did. Going over the out of bounds a little bit, smart move. He knew it was coming back.
Yep, he just left himself a little up and down for bird. Should be no problem. Chris Becker can throw almost as far as Simon Lizotte. See if he can match him.
Surely seems to be a tall order, but Becker is from this area.
I'm sure he's really familiar with Milo.
Yeah.
Gets a couple skips, but looks like he stayed in bounds, man.
Yeah, good, solid shot.
Steve Rico, is that his Aqua Rampage right there?
I think he's got an Aqua Rampage and maybe also an Aqua Rival, but I think he's going Rampage here.
Yeah, big hole like this, you gotta imagine he's throwing that Rampage out there.
Definitely. And again, smart, playing over the out of bounds. Looks like it's coming back for sure. Looks good from here.
Yeah, skipped off the road, back in bounds. Really smart play. Dana up last. Throwing a little anti-flex shot, and looks like it's going to settle nicely in the fairway.
Eagle's almost a little dangerous if you think it could flip there, but played it well.
Yep. His upshot, though, looks like he hung it out a little wide, Ben.
It might have been Eagle there, and that one just, I think, did stay in bounds, but it's deep behind the basket.
Gotcha. Looking at Steve's second shot, and he's got the straight approach or the hyzer bomb like Dana took, and
I think we're seeing the hyzer bomb out of Steve here.
yeah, it looks like he's lining that up. Yep, pulls it up there.
Big spike, and that looks about right.
That was right on line. Really nice shot from Steve.
Very nice.
So Chris, off the left-hand side of the fairway, has this for a second shot. And the hyzer's probably not there for him, so I imagine he's going to take that low-ceiling tunnel.
Yep. Throwing a DX Rock 3.
Huh.
He's got a few discs in his bag that you don't see in a lot of other pros' bags that are kind of interesting.
Right on. So Simon, after that monster drive, has just a nice, easy layup. And he does that well.
Yeah.
Should be a bird for him. Looking at Dana's third, possibly fourth shot.
I think that was a layup for 4.
Was it? Okay, yeah. And looking at Chris for birdie right here. Solid putt.
Well done.
Simon to match Chris.
Easy does it from there.
There it is, yeah.
Only be closer if you took that huge Spike Heiser route.
Yeah, like Steve did.
Like Steve Rico.
Yeah, what an upshot. Perfectly placed. Heiser is the most predictable shot in disc golf. Use it when you can, kids.
Sidearm roller, far less predictable, but more of a roller coaster ride.
Infinitely more entertaining, I'll give you that, sir. Nice. So 3 birds on that, along with the par, and that's going to bring us to hole 8, 689. 69 or 45.
I'm not exactly sure.
I believe this one. I believe your 485 is correct. Because I don't think Simon and Chris can throw 689 with just a regular backhand.
No, but they are going all out. Seeing
Yeah,
if they can get maybe a deuce.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to see. Simon just throws a huge hyzer and
Yeah, that looks like a casual 500-foot hyzer from Simon.
yeah, right. And Chris is looks like he's lined up the same route.
Just about.
Mm-hmm. Whew. He put some stank on that one, Ben.
Oh yeah, and look at it go.
Wow. Absolute crush.
Oh my.
He was right on the edge. He'd be putting for 2, Ben.
Yeah.
Really impressive. Steve Rico. It looks like he's going to take the more conventional up the middle approach. Yeah.
Yeah, just keeping it low. Probably looking for a slight skip to the left here. There he gets it.
Get around those trees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Dana's taking the same line as Steve. Good looking pull. That might finish a little farther left than he wanted, but it still plays over there, Ben.
Yeah.
Steve's second. He's throwing onto an island right here. It's a little
Nice,
bit scary, but
easy layup.
And he parked it.
Yeah, he made it look easy.
Really did. Dana finished pin high, but about maybe 100, 120 off to the left.
Yeah, that's just the thing. Him and Steve Rico, those are long shots they're making there. Long enough to make it tough.
Mm-hmm. But they made it work. Simon, considerably closer, just throws a little ante up.
Yeah.
That's parked. And Chris has a legitimate eagle look. Let's see if he can
Incredible.
make this. Yeah. I think he wants it, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Bang, bang.
And he converts.
Huge eagle from Chris. I'd imagine there weren't a whole lot of those on this hole during the tournament.
No, that's one to write home about.
Really
which
is.
we'll probably get there the next day because it's really close.
Yeah, good point. Dana, tapping in the bird. There it is.
Yeah.
Steve, no problem either. And Simon with a invisible drop in. It went in though. And that's gonna bring us to hole 9. 300 feet. Island green. Or sorry, we got that wrong picture on this one.
Well, we do have a mix up there.
Yep, hole 9, 689 feet. And this one's, most people throw a big ante flex shot off the tee, and then the baskets, you have to throw either a forehand hyzer or a big ante around the next set of trees. Chris is throwing a big backhand hyzer, which I haven't seen too much. But the way he throws backhand hyzers, it's not too surprising.
Yeah. It just left him a little bit off to the right. You don't
It
really
did.
want to be in the high grass.
Yeah, very true. So it looks like Simon's taking the more conventional line, which is this big sky ante flex. And that's a huge palm, Ben.
Yeah, that's a crush.
Look at that skip he got, too. And you want to
Oh,
finish
man.
off to the left, and he did. That was just an unbelievable shot from Simon.
Yeah, just, great mix of power and accuracy.
Absolutely. So Steve Rico laying the towel down to get that extra grip on the slippy tee pads.
Yeah,
Little pro maneuver for you there.
I've tried it. I kind of like it.
Right on.
Yeah.
And he throws a pretty similar shot to Simon, just a little bit lower. Didn't get that fade that Simon got, but still really, really nice.
Yeah.
Dana, see what he can do. That one's
Oh.
anteing a little much, Ben.
He knew it right out of the hand, and he just put too much anhyzer on it.
Yep.
That's the result.
Hmm. You can recover from out here with a great shot, but it's tough.
Yeah.
He's got to throw a big ante around this next set of trees. He throws a big ante, and got most of the way through. I think he's still got to come up a little short.
Yeah.
Chris throwing a forehand hyzer here, Ben.
Yeah, you're about to see what I would describe best as a boo-boo.
Oh.
I'm not really sure what happens here. I think he meant to keep it flatter. For some reason, he gets shot down really early.
Yeah, I think he hit that tree. But Steve finished off a little farther to the left, giving him a better look.
Man, Steve's even got the Aqua Mini. Did you see that?
Did you really?
Oh yeah, that thing's cool looking.
It's got to be a collector's item, right?
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Simon's. I have never seen a better drive than that. That is a huge drive. And you put it pretty close. He's gonna have a legitimate birdie putt. Chris is third. Just gonna try and line up here for a par.
Well done.
Yep, no shame in that one. So Dana finished a little short and has this for his birdie putt. It's got a little Philberg steppy putt right there, yeah?
Yeah, I kind of like the style. It's just, I think you're going for sort of a more natural progression.
Than a straight jump.
Yeah, weight transfer.
Absolutely. At least it saves par. Not bad at all. And Simon, after 2 great shots, taps in the bird.
Yep.
If ever there was a hole made for Simon, it's this one right there.
Sure.
Just a big Sky Annie flex shot line was perfect, and he took it.
Yeah.
So nice bird from Simon, and that's gonna bring us to hole 10, 450. Actually, Steve got a birdie too, didn't he? This one's 450. It's straight, and then it finishes straight. It's just a tough hole to get there, man.
Yeah, it requires a low entry.
Yep. And Simon on the box, ripping out his PD2. Looks like that one's fading a little early.
Yeah, he got probably a little further left than he wanted.
Yeah, to get this pin, I almost think you need to throw kind of a really low anti-flex shot. But easier said than done.
Yeah, because it's got to be long to give you an easy look under those trees.
Yeah, exactly. You got that low ceiling to deal with. So, Steve also finished short left. Chris, see if you can get it there. Ooh, that looks like the line, Ben.
Yeah, I think it might have gotten nose down a little early.
Yep, just need to get that up a little more. And Dana also throwing an Annie.
But I don't think he's getting quite enough Annie this time.
Yep, we need the Goldilocks throw between those two.
That's right, between those two.
Would have had it parked. Chris is second. He actually left himself in a pretty good spot because he's got a straight look at the basket, which is just back there in the darkness.
You're about to see. There it is.
There it is. He left it a little short, though. It's going to have a little tester putt.
Nice little jump putt layup from Steve.
Yeah, left himself in a pretty good spot, actually. Dana is short left in the trees. Tried to go through him and...
Yeah, I just caught that limb right there.
Yeah.
But it was a tough shot.
Yeah, it looked like it. Must have had a tiny window to shoot there.
Simon's got a similar one, but much closer.
Oh.
Yeah, he really doesn't have to put in quite the effort.
Yep, pretty easy to pitch out for him. And Dana to try and save par on this tough par 3.
Oh, man.
That's just the worst sometimes.
I've been there before.
Yeah, I guess it's better than a roll away, but it's still kind of annoying, right?
Yeah.
And everybody else tapping in their pars. And I believe that was a bogey from Chris. Was it, or did he par that one?
It might have been a par. I'm not sure.
Yeah. That's going to bring us to hole 11, 375. Just a big backhand hyzer shot. It's tight off the tee. And then there's a kind of a jail situation right before you get to the basket where you got a little bit of luck to get through it.
Yeah.
And it looks like Simon has the box. Whoa, did he take a different line than most people take?
I don't think he meant to go that wide, or maybe he did, but he saw a different line.
Yeah. He got out of the tee area, but did come up short left.
It kind of looked like he was going that way.
Yeah, it did. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he meant to do it.
Yeah.
Steve's shot crashed it out there, but didn't fade quite in time.
Just a little wide.
Yeah. Chris up next. Good looking pull, man.
Yeah.
I jinxed him.
Spoke too soon.
Just a little short. It's only 375, but it's kind of far for a pure hyzer line that you need to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dana's pull. Oh no.
Ooh. Yeah, I think there's a little more to meet the eye.
Yep.
More
Yeah.
than meets the eye. I'm working on it.
Yeah. No, it's a really scary tee to throw from. It's really intimidating with those trees. Dana's second shot got pretty close to the basket. I'm still gonna have a tough putt for 3. And Chris looking to throw some kind of forehand, Ben.
Should be doing the forehand roller like Steve Rico the other hole, but look at this one.
Oh.
Look at that kick.
Beautiful.
That's some local love right there, is what that is, Ben.
Must be. I think he's
Right.
probably contributed to the course.
Yeah, definitely. Picked up some trash.
Yep.
Put in some
I believe
baskets. Yep. So Simon came up a little short on his up. Steve finished pretty much pin high, but about 80 feet off to the right.
Good up.
Yep, not bad at all. So Dana has this to try and save a par. It looks like he's, what, 40 out, Ben?
Something like that with a lot of stuff in the way.
Yeah, really difficult looking putt here. Ooh, just a little short. It kind of drops off after the basket, so it's a little scary to 100% run from this side. Simon to save par?
Ooh, good putt. Gets it in the weak side.
Yeah, yeah. Nice putt from Simon. And Chris, looking to save par. Does so right there.
Look at that cage rattle.
Yeah. Right in the heart of the chains. And Dana taps in his bogue. And Steve will come along for his par. No shame in a par on that one. I pretty much take it every time. Don't really see a ton of birdies. And up next, hole 12, 433, par 3. And
yeah, it requires a really straight, long drive.
it really does. You got the trees on the left and the right. A little more dense on the left, along with the river if you really screw it up. But these guys don't usually do that, man.
Simon's throwing something pink here.
And throwing something far too.
Shout out to breast cancer awareness.
Yeah. Simon got down there. He's gonna have a putt for 2. And Steve Rico's shot. Look, he finished a pretty similar spot to Simon actually.
Very good shot.
Chris Becker has the box. The rain picked up again a little bit. Heiser flipping that AJ Destroyer. And that one drifted a little far right. But
wow.
he knows about the local route, man.
Local route.
I bet he didn't tell anybody else about that one before he threw it.
Well, I figured it out now, hopefully.
Yeah. Do you think he called his shot while it was in the air?
Like Babe Ruth?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he may have.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one too. Dana was throwing the Heiser flip and it did not quite flip enough. There was his out. It's laid up for a par. No problem there. Steve finished a little short and has this for a bird.
Oh, good look though.
Yeah, just a little too much on that one. Simon for bird.
This is a great putt.
Oh wow, gets it in there.
Sorry for giving it away half a second early there, folks. I wanted to make sure you're paying attention.
That was super nice from the knee. Just floats it right in. And Chris finished pin high, Ben. What a drive.
Wow, what a drive indeed.
And matches it with the putt. Nice bird from him and Simon on this hole. And Steve went a little long on his birdie look and has his comeback for a par. But this is within Steve's 95% range.
We call this clutch. It's
Yeah.
the Legacy Protege Plastic Clutch.
Nice.
And there's Steve Rico finishing off this first half of the round with a nice birdie putt. No, that was a par putt.
Par putt, yep. But really great round, and we will catch you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching.
See you there. Thanks for watching.
Cool, sweet, Ben.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Thank you for...
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm gonna hang up and call you back.
Okay.